You're able to see my screen?
Yes.
You're still able to see my Excel?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So there was a thing which was called walkthrough. Okay. Then there came something called process builder. And right now we have flows or flow builder, whatever. So these are the three automations, typical automations, mechanisms which Salesforce has given us. Now, both of these has been deprecated now. If you go and create a workflow, it will ask that flows is the future. Please create a workflow. Process builder, the same thing. But major differences, let me cover this and why we are now completely moving into flows. So workflow used to give you 4 options at first. Okay. First, it will fire after save. This can fire after save. This can fire after record save. Okay. When any record is created or edited. Flows can fire before and after save. Okay. So that is a major improvement over this. I will discuss is what is after save and what is before save and when to use what and so on. Workflows does not have any screens. You cannot create any screens. No screens. Process builder also no screens. Flows, you can have screens. Okay. We'll call this screen flows. Okay. There is a bit of schedule or trigger schedule that used to be there. Process builder also has a trigger schedule, but here all flow can be scheduled flows. Schedule means it automatically runs at a specific time. The logic automatically runs at a specific time. Okay. So these are 3 different kind of flows. One is basically a record triggered flow. Okay. This is basically screen flow and this is a schedule flow. We'll see this in different versions. But a workflow used to only give one option: record save, no screen, trigger schedule, and it used to give only 4 type of activities. What activities? You could create task. You could create send email. You could create tasks, send email, update any field value, and finally outbound message was the last thing which you could do. So only 4 things you could have done or you could do as part of workflows. Process builder gave these plus many things more, like you can create record and many other things. Okay, many more. But here flows are giving all these, and it is the most powerful way of doing things. That's why we have completely migrated to flows. Any questions, any queries?
So these 3 type of automation, I mean, what is the purpose? I mean, how does it work? I mean,
automation means you want to do some work automatically.
That I got you. And
I will show you.
Okay.
I will show you. Let us see and create an automation, and let's discuss. The old ways I am also showing, but it will never be utilized, but just to give you an update how it was done. Okay. So different types of automation. So let us take a automation. What can you do using a workflow? These 4 activities, right, which we saw. Right? Outbound message is basically sending a SOAP message out from Salesforce. Okay, so this is a SOAP call out. So I am not getting into this one. Let us work on these 3 things. Okay. So how can I do a workflow? Let us now first write a old automation logic. If you see, if you are trying to do a workflow, again, it will say that see you, these are the 4 things which you could do, right? So if you see the flow builder is the future of low code automation. You can use it to create most automation found in workflow. Start using flows today, right? But you can go ahead and create a workflow rule also. Yeah, I am not wasting our time. Just look into the old technical. You can play around, but it's quite easy. If I create a workflow, I can do a workflow on like an account object. Don't overwhelm yourself on the workflows. This is so. Let's see account activation. Okay, this is my workflow. Okay, what I do, it will fire on created or anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria. What is the difference between anytime it is edited and anytime it is edited to subsequently meet criteria? This is the criteria. What is the criteria? Active equals to yes. So if anytime I have chosen this means when it is created and active is yes, then it will fire. If the active is no or blank, it will not fire. If it is edited and the active is equal to no or blank, it will not fire. If it is active equal to yes, then it will fire. The next time, even if the active equal to yes is there, it will not fire because it is not subsequently meeting criteria. Means the previous criteria is the same. If I make the flow to no and save it and then fire that record once again, then it will fire. Any questions, any confusion, or do you understand it? You want me to repeat?
No, I did not understand. Means you are saying that the first time it will fire, and second time if I make it blank, then if I make it yes, then it will not fire. Second time.
Where there are 3 conditions. When I am doing a created, that means
Yes.
every time created only fires one, right? Because created
Okay.
a record is created only once.
Yeah.
Okay. So this workflow will fire when a new account record will be created.
Yes.
Okay. So this is one time firing.
Yeah.
If I make this created, then what is happening? Then it will every time I hit a save button, it will fire if the active is equal to yes.
Okay.
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 But if I do this, that means it will only fire for only once when the active is equal to yes or active is changed to yes.
Okay. Okay.
If it is
Now it's
not changed again, it will not fire. If it is yes, then it will not fire again. If it is changed to no or blank and then again changed back to yes, it will fire again. Okay.
okay.
That is the so this means created or changed to meet criteria means that means the active was something else and active has been now meeting the criteria. So active is equal to yes. Now this is the criteria. So if I change the value to meet the criteria, then this will fire. Clear? And it will only fire once to meet the criteria. And next time, if you are not changing that value, it will not fire, even if the criteria is met. Clear?
Okay. So second one is always fire if the condition is met. If I
Yes.
change or not, then
But this
always
will
it
fire only once when the condition is met,
Okay.
whether it is in the create mode or in edit mode.
It is okay.
Okay. And if the condition remains the same, it will not fire. If the condition changes and again comes back to that criteria, then it will again fire.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Save and next. Now there are these 4 actions I said is possible. So let us create a task. What task? I will assign to myself. Subject is new call back in 3 days. Due date is account created plus 3 days. Need to call back the customer in 3 days. This is a task I have created. What else I can do? I can do a field update. Account active description change. What I can do? I can go to the account description, and I can say use a formula. I will say account was activated on let's use the first bracket. Activated on today.
Today is a current date function.
Oh, why this plus is there?
Text. Plus is adding
Okay.
the value of today or now. I can use now also. Now is a date time function.
Date time. Today is only date.
Today is only date. Third is I can send an email. Account. I can send this to the account owner. Okay. Now I do not have an email template. Let's create an email template. Email template. What is email template? Email template is a format of sending email.
Okay.
There are two types of email templates are there. One is classic and another lightning. You can use anything. Let us create one. Text email template. Available to use. Let's go account activation or account activated. Subject account activated. Account was activated on. I can use. I can use just this mail. Okay. Regards. Now, every time all accounts, any account I do, I will get the same message. I will not be able to understand which account got activated, right? So I will put the account name as a smart tag. What is a smart tag? This will automatically replace this value. So this is the smart tag.
Mail merged field.
Mail merge, right? So I will say this account is activated. I can put this in body and text. Any questions so far?
No, this account name when the email will be triggered and will be sent. So this
It will be
account
replaced.
name, no,
This
is
will
the
be
account
replaced
name,
by the account which is saving, where the save button I'm clicking.
okay. So this account name will be replaced automatically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I have created a email template. I can now utilize it. I'll go back to my workflow. Account activation workflow. Let's add an email alert. Account activation. So which template to use? I will use account activated template and I will send it to account owner. Okay. Save. You have to check the deliverability also. That is very important. Email deliverability is important. Here the email deliverability, all emails, this should be there. You have to check that. Okay. Please not write it. By default set to all emails. But yeah. So these are the three things. Then we go back to the workflow and we activate it. I'm not doing any outbound messages because that's a very complicated advanced feature. You had to set it up. So here, activate button is very important. Please remember, workflow rules is by default activated. Sorry, validation rule is by default activated. Workflow rule is not.
Okay, we have to manually activate that.
You have to manually activate it. Please remember this. Okay. Now let us test this. How will I test it? Is this a active? Yeah, this is active account. Let us start with a new account. Test workflow. This is the name of my account. Tell me, if I save it, will it fire the workflow?
No. Account, what is the status of account activation is equal to that value? Active is equal to none, so it will not fire.
Active
It
is
should
equal to
be
not.
active is
Fire.
equal
So
to
it will
yes.
not fire, right? Yes. So let us set to yes. And nice. GST value. It is looking for something. Set it. Okay. See, there is an activity already created.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Also, we can see that this description
Account
is
was
automatically
activated,
filled up.
updated, yes.
Okay. And if I go back to my email, I think I will also get a spam mail. Junk folder. You have to check whether the delivery has a problem. You will log or not. I will check that. Anyway, so the mail will go out from the system, and basically you will also get this mail. So it is clear to you how it is
Yes.
working.
Mhm.
Now this is how workflow used to work, right? So you can do automatically some work, right? You can fire a logic, and this is just on a condition, like if I set this to active. So if I now make this no, will it work?
No.
Nothing happened, right?
No, no, no.
But if I make this active again, will it fire?
What was the option chosen at the time
Yeah,
of that
If
I
the
forgot?
third, no,
If
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 no,
if
it
the
is the
third option of
option,
third, no,
third
third
option,
option
then
was if chosen, then it will fire.
yes, because we have edited and we have changed these from no to yes. So for this time it will fire, but if I not change this yes to no, from the second time it will not fire. If we choose the third option.
So let us go back one second. First is I just create okay. This no is saved already. So
Mhm.
now I do a save once again. See what
I think
happens.
it will.
Another task
Yeah.
is created
Right.
and description is overwritten, right?
Yes.
But if I again hit a save, nothing happens.
Nothing happened. Right.
Okay. So please remember that when we subsequently meeting criteria, then that is the way in which if the criteria is the same, then it will not fire. Okay.
Mhm.
Only when the criteria changes to that criteria, then it will fire. Okay. That is how workflow used to work. So I will deactivate this workflow. Let's also do a process builder. Then I will show it too. So let us now create a process builder. This is how a process builder used to work. This time, so you see here also it is showing that please use flow builder, right? Please use flow. But let us see how process used to work. So account activation process. Here also, let us do something. So what used to, and this you are firing on record change. Okay. Same when the same button is clicked. Which object? Account object. Here also you have the same features. Only when record is created, only when the record is created and edited, both. Okay. Save. Here is the criteria. Here the criteria is where you can make that adjustment, right? Conditions are met, formula is evaluated, no criteria, just execute actions, right? All those things. Advanced things. Okay. The criteria is what? Account is activated.
Mm.
Conditions are met. What conditions? Active equals to, this is a pick list value, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's it. I can add other logic and so on, but that's not required. My condition is done. What is the action? Action, here see, you see a lot of things you can do, right? This was not email alert you could do in workflow, right? Then those things you could, many things you could, but create record is something which I'm getting for the first time. In workflow, we cannot create any record, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let us create a record. What is new contact here?
Yeah. New contact.
I want to create an automatic contact when a record is activated. Okay. So in contact, the last name is mandatory.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So I can say this is called what? Just let us put contact. Hard coded value. First name I can use. Let us put a formula. What formula? I will say I will take the account name. Okay. And I will make this auto contact. Use this formula. Do you understand this?
Yeah, this will put the account name value in the first name and last name should
First
be
name.
auto
Will be
contact.
auto contact.
Auto contact.
And I have to associate, right? The contact has the account ID.
Yeah.
So I need to associate this with the
Field
field reference of the ID field of the account. Sorry. Record ID, I think. Account ID. That is it. So this is a hard-coded value. This is a formula, and this is a field reference. I am associating one field value to another field. Okay. I could have directly given an ID, hard-coded ID also if I chose. These are the three things which I have done. And I can also activate it. Now let us test this. Test process builder. Now, yes. The workflow is also firing. The process builder is also firing. Please remember this.
Okay.
Okay. Both automations are on.
Yes.
See what is happening. So I have created the workflow has created the action.
Mm-hmm.
The description has been updated by the workflow.
Contact
The contact has been created by the process builder.
all the rules are fired.
Okay.
Okay.
Both the things are happening. Both two different types of automation firing on the same record save of a record create.
Okay.
Okay. There is a logic on which fires first and which fires next. That is called order of execution. You have to learn it. It is advanced topic. I am not going to discuss that. But when you are into architecture of Salesforce and you want to become a Salesforce architect, you have to also understand what fires first, what fires next, and so on.
Okay.
Because you are senior people, I am mentioning this. Otherwise, I don't want to freak out the junior folks. Anyway, so that is the older ways of doing automations. But I wanted you to have a glimpse because many times you will be in a project wherein workflows or process builder has already been written, and now you want to migrate them. Okay.
Okay.
You can also migrate them using this migrate to flow tool. So you can migrate the workflow rule and the process builders into flows. Okay. Try this out. Anyway, so now we will go to flow, the bedrock of our modern automations. So this is a new flow. These are different ways in which you can build. Particularly, we have told about these three, right? We discussed about this three, right? Record flow, that is what is firing from the record save. You see, workflow and process builder both fired when I hit the save button of a record. So triggered flow is basically the same thing, but I said it can fire before the save of the record and after the save of the record. Workflow and process builder only fires after the save of the record. Okay. Where to use the before save and where to use the after save, and why this was done is an advanced topic, but we will discuss this a little. So schedule is basically automatically firing of that record. Screen flow is something when you want to make a screen. Okay. So let us see this triggered flow first. So when I am into a triggered flow, there are this record triggered flow, right? So I am creating this record triggered flow. There are two ways in which you can do it. It is auto layout and free form. I will use the free form so that you can understand different way the activities that you can always choose between these two. In auto form, you have to use this one and to get the actions, but it is the same thing. Okay, free form is easier for me. Okay, so here we will discuss which object I will fire the little cumbersome. This flow, but once you get a feel of it, hang of it, you will understand this is far more powerful. Okay, the same thing. This can fire on create or edit. I am firing this. I can set a condition. What condition? Active equals to yes. This is the same thing. Every time the record is updated to meet the condition, or only when the record is updated to meet the condition. Updated to meet the condition. Okay? This is the same thing which we found in workflow, right? So this condition will meet and it will fire only once. It will fire all the time whenever this condition is meeting. Okay, let us fire it only once. Now this is before save, this is after save. Before, after. What is the difference between this? And this is an interview question. Please remember this. When to fire the record triggered flow, before record triggered flow firing and after record triggered flow firing. The answer is written here itself. Update fields on a record that triggers the flow to run. That means if you are making any field changes on the record that is firing the flow, then you will be using this one before the record is saved to the database. Okay. The record which is firing the flow, if you are changing any field values of that specific record, then before triggered flow is used. Clear? In workflow, we change the description field value, right?
Yes.
That is a good example of using before flow. But in workflow, there was no before, right? It was always after. So that is the reason why there was a database recursion that used to happen in workflow. That is the reason why now flow gives you before save. Okay, so if you are making any field changes on the record that is triggering the flow, please remember on the record, not the object. On the record, okay? And if you are doing any changes on any other record which is not firing the flow, then you will be using the after. Okay.
Any example?
We'll show both. We'll see both.
Okay.
Let us see the before flow. So here, I will just do what I was doing into this, and I will deactivate both. Process builder is deactivated now. Workflow is deactivated. I am also deactivating workflow. because we will do both these things using flows now.
Okay.
So what was a good thing to do before fast fill updates? So what if like I was updating my description field, right? When the active was set to yes, I was updating my description field, right?
Yes.
So I will do that same thing. So what I can do, I can put an assignment record, update description. Which variable? Please remember the record which is firing the flow is called triggering record. So here you will get that is $record. Okay. So any field which you get, so description, you can type it also. Account description. Okay. Equals to I was saying that we will have, I can set a formula to write the same logic which I was doing there. Or I can say, here I can write also, account was activated on day. I think this will work. Let me check. Now, let me check if it's working. Save. Account before save flow. Assignment is good enough. You don't have to update anything. Okay. And activate. Let me check if I need a plus sign or not. I don't think we need a plus sign. So I will create a new account. Test before flow. It has taken this as a
string.
As a string. So let us put some values. Save as a new version. Activate. Please remember this. If you're making any changes, you have to save it as a new version and then activate it. Okay. Test before. I think I have to use a formula there. I cannot use this as. No, it's just using this as a text field. Let me use a formula. So what I will do, I will create a formula field here. And this is the new resource which I can create. I can say this is my quotation. And this is the data type is text. Okay. So I have to also insert a text here. Put it here. Check syntax, all valid, and do a API name is a description builder. That is my variable, formula variable. I have assigned a formula variable. Clear? Any question, any confusion?
No.
It's a on memory formula. Okay, it's not a formula field. Please remember this. So I will go ahead and do a test before flow. New. Yes. Save. So now it is working as same, right? So we have done the auto update of description. You can also use this update record. That is also fine. Here you have to select, if this you can use when you want to put some condition before checking. You can also check conditions using decision windows, and we'll see this into action. Okay. So use the account record that triggered the flow. If this is the only account you can update, you can put just a condition before it. Otherwise, that is no difference between using a assignment and a update record. Okay. Now what you wanted to create, we want to create a new contact record, right? When we create a new contact record on account save, is a before save trigger flow or after save flow?
After save flow, before save, how I will get the value?
No, that is not a question. Values will always be there.
So values will be always be there, but it will be after save.
Why after save?
After save means we have to link those records before at the time of before saving we will not get the ID, account ID. So without
Yes.
account ID, how I will map the contact ID?
Correct. Absolutely right. So after save only ID gets generated after save.
Yeah.
If I need to use the ID, or I have to create a record, or I have to work on any other record, I will have to use the after record. So here I am creating a new record, right? On account save. So the same story, I will use the condition. What is the condition? Active equal to yes. And I will also say I will only fire it once. So now I am selecting this. This is after save. What do you want to do? I want to create a record. The create of record, this activity can be done in many ways. So you can create a new contact variable and then create the record, or you can do it on the fly also. New contact. Okay. Manually. Which object? Contact. Because I am putting the values individually for the fields. Last time is mandatory, so it is already giving you. So what is the auto contact? Let us use flow so that we can make a difference. First name is needed. In first name, we were using what? Accounts name, right?
Yeah.
That is the
Yes.
triggering account dot
Yes.
name. I can use this one. $record dot name. So I'm getting all the details about the account from the $record. And I have to also associate the account ID. Where will I get it? $record
Record ID.
dot ID. Right. Always check this like this, okay? That it is showing you the right API or not. So this is all. So these are the three things which I have to match, and I'm done. And I save it. Account activation after save. Look. Okay. So let us go back. Create a account. Test. So fine. Yes. Construction. Here I've done it. See. The contact is created by the after. The description is updated by the before flow. Okay. Yes. You can also see like what are the different versions are there. You can see it here, right? If you go back to that flow. Okay. There is also flow thing, flow versions of flows. You can see in this screen also. All flows. Yeah. Here recently viewed. These are the two flows we created, right?
Yeah.
You can see this here also. You can open flow from here. These flows you can see it here. Okay. What are the versions are there? They have given this outside. This also. You can also get it in setup. You can go to the setup, go to the flows. Here you have the flow explorer. This is also very good tool. Here you can see in account object what is happening before flow is firing, then after flow is firing. Right? On the same object, in created mode, what is happening? In update, what is happening? In deleted, I have not created any deleted flows, right? Clear? So you can see the flow explorer gives you the option like how many flows are firing. In the benefit is that you can also fire flows in order. So this is flow number 1, then there is another flow that can also fire. Okay, so that you can do that. You can also create a new flow, or you can change the order of execution of the flows from here. So this is a record triggered flow. That is what we wanted to discuss today. Now, let us see. Are you overwhelmed? You want to practice this, or you want to see the other varieties today?
No, I want to practice this first because this is kind of.
What about the others?
I don't have any problem. I can absorb.
Okay. What about Kirti? I will go with the majority.
This is already too much for me now.
Too much? Too much? Okay. We'll stop it here then. And what we will do is that let us go and check whether we can do that through an assignment. So what you will do today is that you already knew that we were not able to roll up the postcards, right? Because we cannot do a roll up on formulas, isn't it? So what I want you to figure out, write a flow so that, write a flow so that you can roll up the total co-star. I roll up the co-star per film into total co-star in the film object. Where will you write this flow? And it will be a before flow or after flow? And in which object will you write this?
Did not understand. What you said that we have to roll up.
Yes, you are not able to roll up the total co-star, right? This you did. Till this point you did. This was not possible, right? You remember or you have forgotten?
No. That the means you want to see that the film wise total. You are asking
Total co-star of what is the total co-star of an actor combined with all films? Where is this film? Co-star per film is where? In which object have we created co-star per film?
account film object. Account film, the mapping object.
Mapping object. So this will give you that how many co-stars are there per film, right? Burfi has one co-star, Tamasha has one co-star, right?
Yes.
The total co-star is 2. So we are adding up all these values and then we are creating the total co-star. So the total co-star we have created in which object?
Total co-star in film object.
Co-star means Shoho Obhineta, means the people
Yes,
with
yes.
whom I am working.
Co-star.
That is in our map object is the account film entry that.
Co-star is in context of an
No.
actor, right?
No, I think it is an actor object we have created.
Why you have created in actor object?
No, not in actor object. It was not created in actor object. In film object, there is only
In the
the
films?
number.
So where was total salary created? Where was total salary created?
Total salary of actors in actors object.
Yes. So if the total salary of an actor was created in actor object, why is total co-star will be created in something else?
Okay.
So we have not.
Poster will be, account. Yes. So it will be in account object. A actor object. Sorry.
Yes. So what are my total co-stars? I know who are my co-stars or how many co-stars I have in each film, right? So I will combine, sum it up, and put it in my record, right? Which is that Ranbir Kapoor's total co-star. Priyanka Chopra's total co-star, Deepika Padukone's total co-star, Arvind Singh's total co-star. This field will be in actor object. So you were not able to roll up the total co-star per film because this was a formula field, right?
Yes.
So I want you to write an automation so that we can roll it up.
In actor subject. Okay.
Yes, yes. Show me. Okay. Think about it and then let's do it.